So, Stuart, good afternoon.
Michael.
We've been with each other all day. This has been an amazing journey already. Our second full day of filming, and already we've had amazing people come in to talk to us about all different things, about all different journeys. If I may, I'd like to have a conversation with you about a very, very close area to your heart in terms of mental well-being, mental health, and how that's really come about over the last, I'd certainly say, in the pandemic, maybe before, and certainly the media's picked up on it, and lots of people are now bringing it into their workplaces to make sure that their staff are well prepared, well catered for, and well supported. Could you just give the listeners and people out there your take, your story, your understanding and insights, please?
Yeah, absolutely, Michael. Thank you. Thank you so much. My background, I had a number of businesses over the years. At my peak, probably about 250 people. And I became very aware in the value of looking after my people. And I used to have a little thing which was, if I look after them, they'll look after me. And we were in the people industry of looking after people, nurturing them, caring for them, developing them.
Wow.
And as they developed, our businesses developed. And I think in this country, we've done a fantastic job in raising the profile and the understanding of mental health and how it really impacts on society today. And I would be as bold to say, I don't think anybody, not one person, has been unaffected somewhere with their mental well-being and their mental wellness. And it manifests itself in a number of ways. Those ways can be through just sheer worry about something. Mm-hmm. And then it leads on to anxiety. And if it's not dealt with and cared for, it can lead to other things like depression and much worse. Now, we've done a great job in this country of bringing it up into the outside and saying, it's okay not to be okay. But I think we've also got to be aware that there has to be treatment, there has to be some programs, and there has to be more help and support available.
So it's okay not to be okay, but then the next step.
Absolutely. It is the next step. It is very, very important because people need to know, where can I go for help? Who can I turn to? And for some people, that's not available. It's not available. So, what we're doing through one of our partnerships with My Need to Live is actually coming up with a program which is proactive support. Proactive support, help, assistance and guidance, where people can, in the security and in the confidentiality of their own home, 24/7, 365, access online a web-based portal that will give them help and support. And I think it's so important. It really, really is important. And I think, the challenges in business today, and, we're on our second filming now, and we've seen a diverse range of businesses, and it's been fascinating and really interesting. We've met some wonderful people on some wonderful journeys. And I think that's what this series is about, that journey of the business as a business evolves. But today, I think, one of the biggest challenges is recruitment and retention. And everywhere we go, we hear it. Everywhere we go.
We do.
So now I think, business leaders are now coming in to understand the importance of nurturing and valuing the individual. And with that goes their well-being. And we already know the statistics. It's proven from the Oxford University. 70 million work days a year are lost to mental health. 70 million work days. So if we can help businesses with a proactive program that will help their people, then I think we can reduce that number. Yeah? And going with that physical well-being and mental well-being is intrinsically linked to productivity and output in a business. And as you know, if people are happy at work and people feel positive about work and their life, then their productivity and their output is better. Their character and personality in the workplace is better because somebody who is suffering impacts on other people in the workplace.
We were talking earlier, Stuart, and I remember you saying to me that I think it was 2 years ago, the number of sick days in the workplace was something like 2.17 on average. Then the following year, it went to something like 4.4, so doubling.
Yeah.
They're talking now about the last 12 months sick day average at up over 12.
Yeah.
And that's a huge increase and a cost to business. So not only have we had the pandemic hurting businesses, but we have this sickness within the workplace. So businesses have to cope with that.
Yep.
They have to deal with it, but they have to make sure they're doing it in a way that really is looking out, that can then reverse that trend.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think we recognise now you have to support people in a better way. And truthfully, we've all been guilty of it. We haven't in the past, certainly not. But I think now, particularly, coming out of the pandemic, a lot of people were affected. A lot of people went through the pandemic on their own, at home with themselves. And the pandemic gave a lot of people time to reflect, time to think. Yeah. Now going forward, business will be different. Yeah. Whether there is this split between working from home and working in the office, whether we do 2 to 3 days, we don't know. Will there be the huge return to the office? I'm not so sure. I don't know. But what I do know is people thrive better with people. We need each other.
Absolutely.
We need to meet in the canteen and have those conversations. We need to meet in the lift, on the stairs at work. We need to see our colleagues, because so many great friendships and relationships are born from the office, from work.
Who knew the water cooler and the photocopier were going to become so important in our lives because of those moments by
absolutely.
The photocopier
And
by the water cooler.
And because of the pandemic, we actually missed those moments, didn't we?
Yes.
We missed them.
Yes.
So, I think, we all want to get back to work. We all want to get back to a level of normality. But I think in the business world now, we need to be more caring and more thoughtful about our people and their well-being.
And not only that, if there are any business owners and controllers out there that doubt that they have to do this, and I would doubt that there are many people that doubt that. I think that there will be small numbers. But it has a financial impact on the business.
Yeah.
And you mentioned it earlier, and I remember looking with you at the Oxford University's statistics and reports and outputs that they brought, and to hear that 5% of members, team members and staff and employees were wanting to be rewarded and benefiting other than pay was a fascinating statistic to me. But then you turn it round to the employers and you tell the employers that actually the loss of productivity in a business is £30,000 per loss of employee.
Yeah.
That is a huge number. 5,000 odd just on recruitment alone, interviews, downtime of management, all of those things, and no guarantees that the person will stay, is unbelievably expensive for a business. So for businesses not only to look to their staff as assets, whereas in the past I know a lot of business owners that thought that their staff were liabilities. Now it's all about making sure that they are assets and that we can do something about the ability to protect and nurture and help those people grow. Because if we do that, the longevity of the business is secure. If we don't, who knows what may happen.
Absolutely, Michael. And it's not about money anymore. It's the culture, the ethos, the working environment, the people I work with every day. But then it's the other added value benefits of working for the correct organisation. Am I valued? Am I appreciated? Am I rewarded in other ways? And I think that's one of the great things we do at Success CXP. We look at it, employment engagement and retention. We do it through loyalty and rewards, but we also add value to the business. And I think we can clearly demonstrate to a company, if we can undertake, where we come in and we review the business, we have a look at the processes, we have a look at the organisation, we have a look at their sickness rate, absenteeism, how it's affected and impacted on the business. It is a staggering number.
And to think, and Lawrence told us this the other day, it could take as little as a coffee and a cake from Starbucks.
Absolutely.
Every month. Just for the staff member, who wouldn't pay and invest in their member of staff like that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, and I think, you know, smart businesses today, without a doubt, are looking at how I can engage, how I can get my workforce to be motivated, enthused, and feel part of a business. And together we set our goals, our objectives, and together we achieve. It comes back to teamwork. You know, team's a big, important word that we use. But again, it's never been more important because of the challenges of getting the right people. You know, it's tough. You know, it really is. You know, hospitality, you know, we know. Care homes, we know and understand. Very, very difficult at the moment. So when you do get good people, we need to value them, we need to appreciate them, and we need to demonstrate their wellness and their well-being is important to us.
And if they are an asset, and they're truly an asset, like any other asset, we need to invest in them.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
All right.
Thanks, Stuart.
Michael, thank you very much.
Until next time, bye-bye.